did want to make a video on this moron. Oh my word, that ratio, holy crap. I follow a lot of movie YouTubers, and some of them have brought my attention to this man. He's not a connoisseur of integrity, I think it's fair to say. His name is Organized Chaos. Best faith interpretation of this guy is he's special needs. And he just doesn't understand. So the reason this man has such terrible like-dislike ratios, Organized Chaos, is because he has a tendency to skip around videos or intentionally take some minuscule clips out of context, and it drives me nuts. I've held off picking at this dude because I don't know if he's willfully ignorant, special needs, or just a massive shill. And I will have different energy towards him as a creator based upon which of those he falls under. He's like, yeah, you like the show, but you didn't like it the way I wanted you to? I guess that's what he's gonna try to say here? Organized chaos? More like organized
I know.
That's a banger intro, by the way. Not gonna lie. Rainbow font and everything. Banger intro, bro. What, y'all thought I was just here to hate? Why does that show Santa Inc. exist? Oh. And the fact that it riffs off the old Rudolph animation just made me mad, man. I hate that show so much.
The show takes place in the fictional steampunk city of Piltover, where the affluent nobility enjoy a life of luxury and opportunity in the upper levels of the city. Beneath them lies a sprawling, polluted, crime-ridden hellhole known as the Undercity.
Maybe I should watch Arcane sometime. I've never seen it.
What?! What?! Dog. Really? Oh, man. Oh, man. Just gonna come in here and swing on the drinker for a video he made about a show he hasn't watched. I forget a couple names, but I remember enough about the story to be very mad if he starts making some unfair assumptions. Oh my god. Oh. So yes, Organized Chaos, watch Arcane. You know what? You and your homies should do watch-along live streams. I would share that on Twitter and stuff. Do watch-along live streams for each episode. Do once a week, Friday nights or something. And then do what YMS does, where you re-release that, but with best moments of the reaction with your logo and the Arcane logo over the screen with just funny moments or badass moments or cool reaction moments, you know? See, this is what pisses me off about people like this. They will die on so many hills defending abject bullshit like Star Wars The Last Jedi, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. But when good stuff with what they want to see comes out, they either ignore it, haven't heard of it, or talk trash about it because people like me and Drinker like it. You know how when Harry Potter fans say the same things over and over on social media, so people swarm them and say, watch new movies or watch other movies? Basically, that's the same energy I bring to these people. I say, please watch something else. Watch literally anything else. Good God. Step out of that comfort zone. You'll find some great stuff. One of my favorite movies is The Green Knight. I can't think of a single mainstream piece of media you can compare that to. Actually, I say that as someone who just started Death Stranding, so I don't know.
Okay, so far, we're 2 minutes in, and so far, this has been a review. Good job, Drinker. This is a review. You know, no cringe jokes. I mean, you're allowed to do jokes, but yours are bad. Do more stuff like this, Drinker.
This is all he does. Literally, this is all that he does.
Don't do the shit you usually do.
This is what he usually does, dumbass. I mean, he had the Santa Inc. part. This is what I mean. These people online get on us for essentially having a threshold of taste.
Nobody is quite what they seem. Everyone has valid reasons for doing what they're doing, whether it's a desire to win freedom for their people, an idealistic hope of making the world a better place, or the pragmatic necessity of...
I mean, I don't know why valid reasons? I don't know. That's a weird way to phrase it, but okay.
So yeah, this is where my only reply here is going to be watch the show, because yes, they do sort of have valid reasons. Like, they have valid reasons to want what they want. They don't have valid reasons to do what they do. Like, Silco sort of dials it back, but Jinx is sort of maniacal, so it's complicated, it's nuanced, but yeah, a lot of them have valid reasons.
Do this with your videos.
He does this.
He
does this.
maintaining the unequal state.
See, what this tells me is he sees the sound bites of the angry plebs on Twitter who take like a 20-second piece of Drinker's video where he like criticizes the politics of a movie for being like bad faith or poorly conveyed or poorly written. They take that out of context snippet and they go, look at this racist drunk bastard. And I guarantee you that's all he really knows.
You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to step up.
The world of...
What? What you got? What you got?
He did. I guess I
what you got?
Because, I don't know. Even I feel it's a... I feel like I wish
Go
they'd
on.
done more Falcon
Go
and
on.
Winter Soldier with that scene, but I don't know. At least it's something. I don't hate it.
I was so ready. My Dragon Ball Z power level was rising. Someone's scouter in the distance just shattered. I was like, do it.
But yeah, no, this is actually a fucking review.
Vi and Jinx is the glue that holds the rest of...
The irony is this isn't even an actual review. This is a recommendation. Like, his actual reviews go much further in depth into what works and doesn't work about a movie. The plot summary is much less spoilery, because in the review, he's trying to explain where he's going to get his points from, but in this, he's trying to sell you on it. So at any point now within the first portion of this video, he's expecting you to stop the video and go watch it.
You start to see little glimpses of the caring, compassionate young woman beneath it all, and there's a pretty strong implication of a romantic attachment between them. Jinx, on the other hand, starts out as a vulnerable, innocent kid who gets caught up in events way outside her control.
Oh my word! Oh my word, here it is. Mask off. Mask off. So notice how he's fallen into like a glum Homelander-esque stare? It's because he watches videos like these waiting for them to be like, woman, bad, -2, gay, bad, -3. Like, that's why he watches these videos. And that's why he skimmed around Mahler's video. He skimmed around. He went to the part about America losing her moms and how that was BS. And he was waiting for Mahler to say something about how it's bad because they're gay or something. And there's your out of context soundbite, Twitter. Have fun with that. Anyways, and when he doesn't get that, he realizes that he's kind of wasting his time because it's not something he can work with. It's not something he can twist. You think I pick low-hanging fruit? At least I do it for jokes. This guy does it for content in general. Which is, not gonna lie, that's sad. I'm gonna stop grabbing my titties like this.
An example of diversity, representation, and female empowerment that's actually smart, well
he
implemented
squinted.
and entertaining.
He squinted.
The cast features a smorgasbord of different races, genders, sexualities, and even whole other species.
Say it.
But it never once becomes intrusive,
Say it.
preachy, or irritating, because
I'm trying to think of any time where that's, like, a thing, really. Like...
This is what I'm talking about. Is he willfully ignorant? Is he a shill? Or is he and just doesn't know better? This is a problem in a lot of things, organized chaos. This is a problem in a lot of modern media. This is why a lot of modern media bores people. I would go so far as to say this is why the superhero genre is dying. Is because this is no longer about entertainment. It's about how much diversity and virtue signaling we can cram into each individual product. It's why nobody watched Miss Marvel, not because there was a particularly large amount of diversity or virtue signaling in that, but because we were expecting it because it showed all the red flags, so nobody watched it. House of the Dragon, Shin Godzilla, Venom Let There Be Carnage, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Dune, Mortal Kombat, Tenet, Phase 1 through 3 of Marvel. Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, Logan, most of the X-Men movies, actually. This reminds me of when you go on Twitter and you see stuff like Steven Universe, Legend of Korra, basically any show or movie with really, really bad gay representation going super viral for positive reasons in the gay community. That's an example of something that, like, frustrates me as a consumer, as a critic. Because I sit back and I go, really? You don't think you deserve better? You don't think that, like, having higher standards would benefit you? No, you're just gonna pretend to not see a problem anywhere ever? Really?
I guess you could argue if media is shoving it down your throat, then that's a take you can have. That being said, that's rarely what happened.
Is he like a willfully ignorant shill, or is he, like, just stupid? I don't know. If it's option 1, I'd be justified in going off on him and calling him names. If it was option 2, I become the bad guy. I don't know. This is kind of why I've hesitated to react to him.
But, like, arguing that, like, it's preachy and other stuff, I need examples. What are you talking about?
He literally gave you an example. He literally just did with the Falcon and Winter Soldier clip. The like Reddit atheist incel socialism rant that they give Sam. You gotta do better script. That's a perfect example of them, like, oh, we gotta get this message in here. This message that makes absolutely no sense within the context of the story. This message that makes no sense as a message to have here, much less to have him say to the people who aren't even the bad guys. This message that we're gonna make him say in defense of a friggin' terrorist.
Oh, and as a little side note to all those fucking brainlets out there who like to chime in with insightful commentary like, the drinker is just a hateful, toxic misogynist who can't stand anything with strong female characters, diverse casting, or non-heterosexual representation. Well, you can go ahead and suck my big hairy Scottish balls, because first up, you're clearly missing the entire point
Hey,
of my...
let him finish! Why'd you pause it?
Wow.
Yeah, wow, he's talking exactly about you.
Just so he can, have that counter argument is the whole... Like, his fans are always telling me, oh, look, check out his Arcane review. It proves that he's not a sexist. And is that the point of this video?
No, you moron.
Like, it was a good review, and now I'm like...
Dude, it takes up less than, like, a fourth of the video, this part. Because he's about to move on and finish talk more about the show. Takes up less than a fifth, now that I'm doing the math in my brain. And this is where he lost me. Sure, because he called you out directly.
The point is, I'm going to do one good video.
No.
And then now I can just be a toxic piece of shit in the rest of them.
No.
Is that it?
No. Well, let's do his work for him, shall we? Let's do his work for him. The Boys. Black protagonists and gay characters. First option. First thing on the list. Cobra Kai. I can't even begin to count the amount of nationalities and sexualities represented in this show. He's recommending it. Chernobyl. Socialist Circle Jerk. He still recommends it. Event Horizon. Black protagonist. He recommends it. Oh my word, this guy is just he's on fire. Look, oh, Organized Chaos. OC, look. He recommended something from your MCU. You like that? But no, his Arcane review recommendation is the only thing on his channel that exists to show he's cool with diversity just because he reviewed Arcane. How long was that? Joe, flash the time it took me to do that across the screen. That's how long of research you had to do just to see if that was the case. Nope! Couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be screwed.
Cut off this video 2.5 minutes earlier, and you have a solid review for.
It hasn't been going for 2.5 minutes. He has no concept of time. Oh no.
Arcane, and now it's just you complaining that people are calling you out for your shit and saying, hey, but I made one media review where I like diversity and stuff, so I'm immune, right?
It's not one video. You'd know this if you did however many seconds it took me. Oh my word, he has almost 3 times the videos. Almost 3 times the videos, and he has barely a 100th the subscribers? It's embarrassing. Cause I expect that he's expecting growth. He's expecting big stands and growth from all this kissing up that he does, but the Critical Drinker says it how it is, and isn't afraid to share his actual thoughts and the actual problems that exist in real life in a movie. Meanwhile, these guys just sort of kiss up and suck off, and they expect that to carry them to fame, but it's clearly not working out.
Like I said, you could probably come up with some. For the most part, I can't think of characters where that, the character's sexuality or the fact they're a woman is, the sole defining characteristic of...
You know, part of me wants to sit back and give this guy the best faith interpretation of what he's saying. Think of an example. I can't think of one. Did you stop watching movies after 2014? But I know that's not the case, because he's got the Black Widow popcorn bowl displayed like a trophy. I've seen for example, Soups, Matt Ramos. He's paid by Disney to review Marvel products. He's paid by big corporations to review their products, and he does so positively, so that way he can get the red carpet stuff, which is fine. If that's how you want to bread your butter to pay the bills, by all means, bread that toast and pay your bills. Spread it. Go for it. Do what you want to do, what you gotta do. But don't act like I should take your input as valid, because you're only doing it so you get a paycheck and get to go to see Spider-Man No Way Home at the red carpet. I will 100% take someone as dogmatic and hyperbolic as Critical Drinker can be at his worst. I would take 1,000,000 of him before I ever took Amat Ramos. Soups. Seriously.
The message.
Here it is! Woo! Oh, there, and he got it. He did it. He got the trademark Organized Chaos. Like it's so funny because, like I said, I watched his Mahler reaction. I considered reacting to that, but it was too long, like I said. He gets more exaggerative with it as the video goes on until he's, wagging his head back and forth like a dog trying to shake its cone off. It's the funniest thing ever. Never change, bro. We're gonna run out of React content if you change. Actually, he might have to change. With the writer strike happening and the actor strike happening, the content he reacts to might change considerably.
Anyway, I digress. All of this stuff I've talked about is helped along immensely by incredible...
Yeah, he had a moment. He had a moment right here where the point shifts. He had a moment where he took it... He went to go pause it, and he went, wait, I actually have no counter-argument to that because he's right. You see the gears jamming in his head as he's trying to come up with a counter-argument. He can't. Who's actually contributing here? Because Drinker is critiquing bad content, elevating good content, and demanding great content. Organized Chaos is shitting on someone for reviewing something fairly, still shitting on them for talking about something phenomenal and using it as an example of, see, it is possible for something good to exist. We can both be happy. Critical Drinker is literally holding out his hand, Naruto style, and the proverbial Obito in this analogy is organized chaos and people like him, and he's saying, look, we can be happy together. We can get something good together. We can all have this together. We just gotta demand better of these billion-dollar corporations who can make better. And he's like, yeah, but you criticize movies with gays in it, so I have to hate you. Could you imagine if every movie that came out every year was Dune quality or higher? Oh my god, I would barely make rent. God forbid anybody have a standard and expect better from a billion-dollar corporation who, as we are seeing right now with Arcane, as we saw in the past with Daredevil, and parts of Stranger Things, and Castlevania, as we've seen before, they can do better. They can do better!
Just do more videos like the rest of this.
No.
And then you won't get the people complaining about you bashing about women and minorities, because you won't be. You'll just be doing honest reviews if you just do that. That is my advice.
So don't talk about what makes this good and like what makes this better than other media? And don't address the verifiably false bullshit that the internet hurls at him constantly? What? Unlike Movie Bob, I will not be coming back to further react to this schmuck, because good god, I'm not gonna beat this dead horse any more than it's already been beat, but oh my word.